Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another deep dive into the intricate world of human connections. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of relationships, where emotions run high and complexities abound. Specifically, we're talking about those who have an avoidant attachment style, a unique and often misunderstood way of relating to others. Think of them as the ultimate lone wolves of the dating jungle, navigating their own path with a fierce sense of independence. These folks value their independence like a lot. Sometimes they crave connection, but it's a delicate balance. But then they run for the hills when things get too close for comfort, retreating to their safe space. It's like a game of emotional tag. They never want to fully play, always keeping a safe distance. Now imagine throwing the no contact rule into the mix, a strategy often used to gain clarity and space. This is where things get really interesting as the dynamics shift and new challenges arise. You know the drill: no calls, no texts, no carrier pigeons. Complete radio silence. It's a time for reflection, healing, and maybe a little Netflix binge watching to pass the time. But for our avoidant friends, this period can be particularly challenging. It's a whole different ball game filled with internal conflicts and mixed emotions. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to decode the secret language of avoidance during no contact. It's going to be wild and enlightening. One of the biggest tells that your avoidant ex is struggling, their social media presence. Suddenly they're posting more selfies than a Kardashian on vacation. Every other story is a cryptic song lyric about heartbreak. Is it Shakespeare? Is it Adele? We may never know. But here's the thing, it's all a bit extra. They're trying to convince the world, and maybe themselves, that they're totally fine. They're living their best life. Meanwhile, they're probably curled up in their pajamas, stress-eating ice cream straight from the carton. Don't be fooled by the online persona. It's all smoke and mirrors, my friends. Remember how I said avoidants value their independence? Well, during no contact, they crank that up to 11. They're basically building emotional fortresses around themselves. Think moat, drawbridge, the whole 9 yards. They might become super busy with work, hobbies, or training for that marathon they'll never actually run. It's not that they don't think about you. Okay, maybe they're not thinking about you that much. But the point is, they're masters at distraction. Anything to avoid those pesky feelings. Section 4, the accidental text. Hey, you. Okay, this one is a classic. You're going about your day, minding your own business, when you get a text from your avoidant ex. It's short, it's casual, and it makes you question everything. Hey, you. Oops, wrong number. Just saw this and thought of you. Spoiler alert, they totally meant to send that. These seemingly innocent messages are actually a big deal. It means they're thinking about you. They might even miss you. Gasp. But don't expect a full-blown confession of love. They'll probably follow it up with a quick retreat back into their shell. It's like they accidentally let their guard down, and now they're scrambling to build it back up again. So the next time you get one of these texts, remember it's not just a mistake, it's a glimpse into their true feelings. Section 5. Projecting like a pro. It's not me, it's you, or maybe it's them. Here's a fun fact. Avoidants are champions at projection. They'll accuse you of being clingy, needy, or wanting too much space. Ironic, right? It's enough to make your head spin. But here's the thing, they're basically describing themselves. They're terrified of getting too close, so they project those fears onto you. It's their way of dealing with their own uncomfortable emotions. So the next time your avoidant ex accuses you of being something you're not, take a step back. They might just be holding up a mirror to their own insecurities. Section 6, the grand finale, to reach out or not to reach out, that is the question. So you've seen the signs, you've weighed the pros and cons. Your avoidant ex is struggling with no contact. Now what? Should you make the first move? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? There's no easy answer, no one-size-fits-all solution. It depends on your situation, your history, and what you ultimately want out of the relationship. Reflect on your past interactions. But here's the thing to remember. Avoidants need a lot of space and reassurance. They value their independence. If you decide to reach out, keep it casual and low pressure. A simple, hey, how are you, can go a long way. Let them know you're thinking about them, but don't expect a gushing response. Patience is key, and whatever you do, don't chase them. Avoidants can feel overwhelmed easily. That will only send them running for the hills. Give them the space they need. Ultimately, the decision is up to you. Weigh your options carefully. Just remember to trust your gut and do what feels right for you. Your intuition is your best guide. Section 7. Spill the tea. Your turn to share your avoidant encounters. All right, everyone, it's your turn. Have you ever dated an avoidant? Did they exhibit any of these signs during no contact? Head to the comments and spill the tea. Let's have some fun sharing our stories and decoding the mysterious world of avoidant attachment.